Okay, you guys, so I'm going to tell you a story about what happened yesterday. You know, there was a lot. A lot went on, but this one is a good one, and I just wanted to share it with you real fast. It's funny to me. So last night, I ordered Domino's pizza, right? And so I had been thinking, like, when I first got here, I'm the type of person, that with these keys, I have to go down and get a new key every time because they just don't work for me, right? But it was working so good last night. I was even thinking, I don't think that's clicking. And the green light comes on, so you're in here, right? And so I would come up to it, put the key up there like real fast, and then it would just like open it right up. Well, it's not doing that now, but see, so you do this, the green light comes on, and then there you go, come in, right? So it didn't seem like it was doing that right to me. It's kind of weird. So anyway, I'm standing over here. I'm at the pizza, right? And stairs. But I'm at the pizza, right? And I look up, and I hear a noise. Boom! I turn around, and there's somebody coming in the door. And so I'm standing here, and he just is a young kid, and he has headphones, and he is startled. I mean, he's just standing there with his mouth wide open. He's standing there, and I'm like, it's okay, it's all right, it's okay, go. And he stood there, and he was going, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I'm like, it's okay, it's all right. And so he left, and he closed the door, and and so I had my piece closed up, and then I needed to go down to the front desk because I had to check out for the night and then check back in again because I was going to get a different rate for the second night if I did. Anyways, long story. So I went down in the elevator. I went to the front desk, and I had the desk lady was checking me out and checking back in. So she was having to go from one computer to the other because you couldn't do both of them at the same time on one computer. So she had both computers going back and forth. So we were visiting back and forth and this and that, right? And so finally she gets it all done. And I said, hey, by the way, my keys, my door's not locking. I said, somebody walked in on me a while ago, and her mouth dropped. Oh my gosh. And I said, yes. I said, it was a young guy, young man. He was probably 15, 16, 17, maybe even 18. And she said, oh, did he have on headphones? And I said, yeah. And she said, he's special needs. And I was like, yeah. I was like, I kind of gathered that. I was like, so, but I said, it's no big deal. It's a mistake, but my key's not working. And she said, then somebody else walked up behind us, and she said, let me take care of them, and then I'll come up and we'll get it taken care of. And I said, okay. So I headed to the elevator, pushed the elevator button, and when I did, when the elevator got there, the door opened, and there's that young man with his headphones, right? The guy that had come into my room, and he's looking down. I never even looked out, so I don't think he even saw me. But his dad was with him, and then I think his little brother, a younger guy, and that little guy was carrying nose, just like that, a piece of that. that. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me. So I like paused, and I thought I was like, I'm gonna say something about that, and I was like, no, no way did they go into my room and get my pizza, right? So come back up to the room, open the drawer, get right over there, and my pizza was still there. It's okay, the pizza. He didn't steal my pizza. So I stood there and knock on the door, right? And it was the front desk agent coming up to check on the door. So when I had came in, I did it back so that they wouldn't come back in and steal my pizza. I locked the door like that, right? And then she knocked, so I did this. I opened the door, and she was like, okay, so step out, and then we'll see, right? She said, I'll use your key and we'll see. So I stepped out, and she used my key, and it did it like it was supposed to. Like it was like, well, actually, before she used my key, she said, step out, right? And so she tried to open the door, and it wouldn't open. I was like, what did you do? And she was like, I was like, I promise you that it was just, you could just do the handle down and it would open. Because when I came back up, I did it like 3 times and then you could come in. And she said, well, and I said, but I said, when I came up, I did that lock, and I said, maybe that activated it to start locking again. She said, well, it's possible that it was on housekeeping mode so that they could come in and out and it didn't get fixed. And I was like, okay. I said, I need to tell you what happened. So, and I wasn't laughing. I was so serious. I said, when I got on the elevator, the young man with the headphones was getting off of the elevator, and her mouth went, and he was with his dad and a little brother. And she said, Yana, I said, her little brother was carrying a Domino's pizza box with the bread box. And I had those in here on my counter. And she was like, and I laughed. I was like, it's in there. They didn't steal my plate. We both died laughing out. And she said, I was thinking, oh my God, how am I going to handle this? Oh, thank God my pizza's okay.